Let's start a silent run. Abacus did a ton of stuff, actually. Abacus blocked for like, I don't know, 60 health or something. I played some silent for practice over the break, and I actually stumbled on a new strategy. So I made an observation where when I die in Act 1, I have a practice where I just pick Nia's Lament, run to the boss, abandon the run, and start over. And I realized over time that my run to the boss, Nia's Lament runs, were actually better than my boss swap runs. And so I think that actually Nia's Lament is better than boss swap for Silent. And I know this is kind of an inflammatory comment, because Silent has been one of the boss swap characters for forever. But I think Nia's Lament is actually insane on apparently the auto mod blocks the term ho, just H-O. I did not hear about the world record. Cool. So I think I'm gonna take Lament, unless there's like nothing to do with it on the map. Yeah, we can snipe this guy. What's Revelation? Like the current world record holder? It's not possible to snipe 2, but it puts us in a way better position for this one. So I'm gonna try that out. Heal, hook, and backstab are here. Heal hook is fun. One might also say that you are beer over 9, so therefore can't go above 9. Backstab is quite nice. As a floor 1 pick, I like backstab a lot. Could end up with Wristblade or something. Heal hook is obviously like way better speculatively. Heal hook is an infinite combo driver. But heal hook also does 5 damage for 1 energy, whereas backstab does 11 for 0. Part of the problem with backstab is sometimes Silent gets into a position where you like have a ton of turn 1 damage and no follow-up. And backstab is exactly that model. So like if you have like a ninja scroll and whatchamacallit, wrist blades and you know mutagens, right? You can do 100 damage on turn 1, but then if you don't have the follow-up, you're not going to get through your Act 3 bosses. But I think backstab's I don't know. Is it better than heal hook? I'm just so traumatized by my Watcher run yesterday. My Watcher run yesterday had like an easy infinite on turn 1 every time, and then it died to Time Lord, and I was like, oh, God. So picking heal hook is like, we're going for an infinite, and then if I die to Time Lord, I will be sad. I mean, isn't the reason that Lament works better than Swap is that you reset after first boss? Lament gives you easy early cards with no danger, but that might not stack as well with later game. In the later game as Swap. I'm not sure I understand exactly what you're saying. So for me, the big, like, Silent is super weak at the beginning of Act 1, is the reason to pick Lament. So, like, the difference between Swap and Ring of the Snake is some power, right? The average result of a Swap is significantly better than Ring of the Snake. And you get to remove Ring of the Serpent from the pool, which is terrible. But if you pick Meow's Lament, you sort of get like 3 free cards and usually a free relic. Sometimes a free green key. And that puts you way ahead of where you would normally be as Silent. And you can use that sort of being ahead to snowball. And that snowballing is more important than the power that comes from the boss relic later in the game, in my opinion. But it is close. Yeah, so Backstab is better for Act 1. Like, clearly better for Act 1. But, like, do we need to be better for Act 1? Because we have Lament, right? So Backstab is optimizing for now, but we already have now covered. I don't know. Alright, I'll have to go with the heal hook, but I think it's pretty narrow here. You could do either one. Okay, happy to do that. Turn some health into some power. Happy to see another event here, although this one I'm not super happy about. Okay, sure. Cloak and Dagger got better with the accuracy upgrade. It's not very good against Gremlin Knob. I think I'll grab a Cloak and Dagger. Alright, we need this to not be a fight. Okay, good. Sure. I think we're happy to get some money. We're probably going to end up going to one of these shops, so the money's pretty relevant. And then I think Cloak and Dagger is the clear choice for an upgrade. Cloak and Dagger gets almost twice as good. Your watcher yesterday was Clockwork Double Fasting with 5 base energy and Omniscience. Wow. Time Lord is tough. One of the biggest struggles in the game. Beating Time Lord. Alright. So that was our easy one. We got a Sundial. Sundial heal hook. Thinking. No. It's yeah. So so here I have I've done the math for this. So the where is it? So there's the link to the math. In this particular situation, we had 3 question marks, and we needed to have less than 2 fights, which was a 95% chance. Or I guess we had 4 question marks, so it was 88% chance. So, not guaranteed, but very likely. So, Midbros, I've installed Slay the Relics, but I have not been able to get it to work. I'm not sure what the holdup is exactly. Several attempts have been made. I feel like I should take a Blade Dance, even though I have Sundial and Heal Hook. Blade Dance is just so good now, and I already have a Cloak and Dagger. Yeah, I think that the little parts of it are, you have a mod in Slay the Spire that that like logs the relics that you have, and then you have something that like reports that to a server, and then there's like you have a little HTML applet that goes over your stream, and then when people mouse over that, they see the thing. And I don't know which part of that link is broken. I don't have very much visibility into it. It gets so congested sometimes, I don't know what it's all about. I think it's just related to talking so much. Yes. Dupe pot instead of skill pot? Okay. It's a lot of damage on turn 1. Let's see, this is going to be 8 damage, so we need to find 12 more. So this heal hook never gets us lethal. We have to find 2 strikes next turn, whether we get heal hook or not. So I will try to save the life. The heal hook would have gotten lethal because we redrew specifically heal hook. Oh well. We don't really need it because we have block here. We just have to find 1 strike next turn. I don't think it's any of those because I don't get it when I'm not streaming. It's something specifically about talking. I don't think expertise helps us do any sundial stuff. Crippling Cloud helps set up heal hook, which is something we need. It also doesn't add a card to the deck, which seems important for sundial. Dagger Throw helps us shuffle with sundial. Crippling Cloud. It's a good card. Anchor. Love that. See, now we're so far ahead that we can, like, fight another elite, whereas normally, like, doing a 3 elite Act 1 with Silent is not usually possible. Turn 1 Crippling Cloud. Hell yeah. I can't dupe pot the Blade Dance because I don't have room in hand. Which is kind of silly. I think I'll do dupe pot neutralize. I need to make room in my potion bar. And then no defend. He's going to be weak for a while, so no sense in giving him strength. Hopefully we get lethal this turn. Let's see, if we dupe pot Cloak and Dagger, do we get there? He's at 34 right now. This does 12, so he'd be at 22. There's no way this does 22 damage. I think we have it guaranteed for next turn now. 6 plus 12, 18 next turn. 18 plus 8. Wait a minute. 12 plus 6, yeah, that is 18. 18 plus 8 is 26 plus 12 is 38, 39 with the poison. Okay, we'll save the other dupe pot. Dead Branch. Dead Branch shivs, huh? Got Crippling Cloud, too. It makes the Sundial not work. But it's a Dead Branch, so I think I'm going to take it. Interesting. Dead Branch shivs. Okay. Healing for 22 lets us fight another elite here. Shop or question mark? We don't have a ton of money, so I think question mark. No, we're not doing that. Sentries are back, and they want revenge. Let's go ahead and get the poison down on this guy. Oh, I should have Cloak and Daggered first because of the Dead Branch. Okay, take one. Maybe I should have potted the Crippling Cloud. Alright, let's Blade Dance first to see what Dead Branch wants to do. Prepared Tactician is what Dead Branch wants to do. Okay, I'll allow it. Who makes shivs out of branches? Yeah, good point. Alright, I guess we'll start on the next target. Ooh, Dead Branch into Dead Branch stuff. Yes. Alright, let's see what this does. Flechette is only hitting for 8. We do have lethal if we want it. I guess this exhausts 2. Leg sweep. Alright, I'll leg sweep to set up weak for next turn. Maybe I should have played the footwork. Storm of Steel with Dead Branch? This run is going to get really silly really quick. Blade Dance. Alright. Come on, Dead Branch. Let's do some stuff. Just gonna Bouncing Flask for lethal, right? Okay. See, this is way stronger than you get to be as Silent in Act 1 if you don't pick Lament. I mean, it's mostly because we lucked into a Dead Branch, but still. These don't say exhaust. Tactician could be nice. Gives us extra energy to play all the Dead Branch stuff. For that matter, Concentrate also gives us extra energy. If this was a Reflex, I'd pick it. But it isn't. Yeah, I think we're skipping these. You think Concentrate? I don't know. Maybe. I think they just don't do much. Phantom, do you want to post that in Discord? Links aren't allowed. I'm presuming you posted a link at least. Where is Discord? I restarted my computer and Discord is not in the bar. Oh yeah, the board game, sure. Yeah, pretty excited about that. I'll definitely back the Kickstarter when it comes out. I am a little bit disappointed that like that's what Megacrit's been working on. It's like I like board games, but I want them to make another video game. It is from Megacrit, yeah. Or at least it's got Megacrit labeling on it. That might have been part of the licensing agreement or something, I don't know. The Android port is not being done by Megacrit. It's being contracted out. I don't know. I think I'm no on both of these. I need an excuse to pick either of these cards, and I don't have one. Triple Louse. The most dangerous fight in the game. For Crippling Cloud heavily blocked out, his damage goes from 7 to 5, 6 to 4, 8 to 6. So 5 plus 4 is 9, plus 6 is 15. So Crippling Cloud, Cloak and Dagger does block out. Okay. So let's do this first to see what Dead Branch is doing. Okay. Alright, that ought to do it. And indeed it does. More shivs. We've got another upgrade coming. Currently it would probably go on Blade Dance. Pretty happy with the Blade Dance upgrade. I don't think we really need more stuff. Does this deck want Snecko? I'm not sure we do. We've got Sundial. I kind of want to just draw a bunch of cards. I guess Snecko draws a bunch of cards. Maybe we do want Snecko. I feel like Cloak and Dagger makes us better at doing the thing that we're doing, which is shivs. Why'd you say, but when? You're saying Sundial's not useful, Fuzzy Ducky? I don't know. I'm not sure I agree. Dead Branch is good, but... Oh, you've never seen someone pick Choke? Whoa. I mean, Choke is definitely better than never pick. Choke is a damage engine. Sure, so that's true. Sundial is definitely less useful with Dead Branch. I considered not picking the Dead Branch because of the Sundial. I think I'm pretty happy with the current upgrade plan. I'm not going to pick a Cloak and Dagger. Alright. More shivs. More Dead Branch resources. Alright, Dead Branch, what are we doing this turn? Malaise is pretty useless in this fight. We could Blur, though. It's pretty unlikely we generate a Blur next turn. Yeah, this isn't really a Shiv deck. It started out as a Shiv deck, but now it's a Dead Branch deck. Like, it's got Shivs in it, but we're not gonna, like, pick an Accuracy, for example. I mean, we might, because Accuracy's better now, but... you know what we could do? We could Dupe Pot Blur. Wait, does that work? Yeah, it does. Because then we'd save it for turn 2 and then turn 3, and turn 3 is the attack turn. I'm gonna do that. Neutralize Heel Hook coming in hot. Alright. What are we doing, Dead Branch? Got Fumes. We can, like, Fumes, Predator, Bane. Discard these 3. Let's see what this is, I guess. I'll go ahead and Survivor instead of Bane, since it looks like he's getting his attack off next turn. Dude, Dupe Pot Blur. That was awesome. I like that. More Dead Branch stuff. 89 minus 6 is 83, so he's not close to splitting. He's off by 7 from splitting. Is that right? 83 to 76. Yeah, so we can strike him. And develop Tools of Trade, I guess. We could play Slime to get a Dead Branch card. No point in defending this turn. Okay. I don't need 2 strikes. Alright, Blade Dance. Let's see if we can knock down Spike Slime this turn. Or maybe I should have played the Endless Agony before that Shiv. Is Endless Agony Shiv... or sorry, is Thousand Cuts Shiv Endless Agony lethal on him? We'll do 10 damage, so he'd be at 14, 12, definitely. Okay. Oh, Adrenaline. Strike is lethal. Okay. Alright, Dead Branch, let's do the thing. Okay, we did it. Didn't actually need any Dead Branch cards, but, you know. There's a Wraith form. Alchemize says Exhaust on it. I need a pretty good reason to not pick Wraith form. This is a Dead Branch deck, so the plan is to give Dead Branch time to win the game. Wraith form gives us more time. We could also end up... because we're a Dead Branch deck, we can always do Nightmare Shenanigans. That can happen in any fight that we can make long. We can do Nightmare Shenanigans. Which is a pretty good reason to pick Alchemize, too. Because Alchemize is great with Nightmare Shenanigans. Because we can just generate Wraith forms with Dead Branch if we need. But you can't generate Alchemize. It's kind of a stretch to skip Wraith form because we're planning on generating them from Dead Branch. It's not a terrible idea, though. Wraith form's definitely the pick if we get Snecko Eye. We'd be pretty happy to see Snecko Eye. It's not good with the heal hook, obviously, but... We didn't pick very many cards in Act 1. Just 4 cards. Got a lot of relics, though. 4 cards, 4 relics. Although, Tiny Chest hardly counts, and I wasn't counting Lament. I don't think you could be really criticized for picking either of these. Alchemize is insane if we can find Toy Ornithopter. Because then we get to heal every fight. Every long fight, at least. But I'm going to pick Wraith form because it makes us survive, and I need that. Okay. Pandora's Box seems good. I don't think I'm willing to give up energy. And I don't think we're currently hunting elites. Yeah, Act 2 elites are scary. Pandora's Box is great, though, so let's see it. We got our 1,000 cuts, Storm of Steel is incredible. We got an Alchemize anyway, and an Accuracy. There are no block cards here. That's pretty concerning. I was hoping for like a leg sweep or a footwork or something. A lot of rares. Pretty weird outcome. Endless Agony is insane. Yeah, we can hope that Dead Branch will block, but it's nice to have block cards in your hand and not hoping you find them. Dead Branch will block sometimes. It's definitely not blocking every time. Weird. This is a really good outcome for the Sundial, but not a very good outcome for the Dead Branch. Because, like, look at this outcome for Sundial. This exhausts, that's a power. This exhausts, that's a power, that's a power. So we got, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 non-permanent cards out of 9. And Dagger Throw draws, so it's, like, practically a Sundial enabler by itself. Storm of Steel is definitely the star here. Those shivs are going to be incredible with Dead Branch. Alchemize is nice. Should be okay. Not feeling great. Probably want to go to a store because we have 400 gold. And we want to hit question marks 2 because it's Act 2. So I think probably this route to avoid hitting 2 stores. We have to choose between 1,000 Cuts and Venom if we want to play a thing. I think 1,000 Cuts Storm of Steel seems pretty great. I'm going to leave the Endless Agonies in the discard. Because then when they come back I get extra Dead Branch cards for 0. If we shuffle. No idea if that's happening. That's true, and Venom was better. Alright. Oops. Did I get different Dead Branch outcomes when I did that? I guess I did. Terror comes first, right? Malaise for 1 generates a card, and then I can concentrate the other ones. Oh. Okay. Great. That's probably lethal, right? Accuracy. So these will do 8. There's 4 of them. Yeah, it's easily lethal. Oh wait, we're weak. Shoot. But he's vulnerable? It's lethal. Okay. Great. Okay. So I would like to pick one of these block cards. Deflect or dodge and roll. I think it's deflect. Deflect costs 0, and the deck is pretty expensive, considering all the Wraith forms and 1,000 Cuts and Venom kicking around here. Also, all the Dead Branch cards, so I want cheap stuff. Potions. Oh, wow. Okay. Crippling Cloud is pretty good in this fight. But I'll still Blade Dance first, just in case. Go ahead and knock down the bird who's buffing. There's the first nightmare that we've generated. First of many, hopefully. I have to watch out for generated caltrops, because that would be quite good. Envenom Dagger Spray Deflect seems great. Did I have a caltrops on turn 1? Might have. I think a Storm of Steel, and then we'll just we'll let Dead Branch generate some stuff. See what it is. I guess Naturalized Heel Hook draws a card. Oh, and that card is guaranteed to be Endless Agony. Okay, great. Let's do that then. You're the target. So we will kill you. And then block out. Calculated Gamble exhausts. Draws 3 cards. Dash blocks for 10. That limits the downside. I guess I'll just limit the downside then. See if I can do something for 0. There's another Nightmare. Oh wait, that was the same Nightmare, wasn't it? Backflip is a card draw card. Works with Sundial. Works well with Storm Steel. Draw some extra cards. Still need block cards, and it's a block card, so I'm taking it. Okay. Wow, hard pool fight on floor 21. That's kind of rough. This is a forever fight, so we could think about trying to infinite alchemize here. I'm going to assume that I don't want to do that, but it is an option. Crippling Cloud, Heel Hook, Cloak and Dagger seems like the line. Although it skips in Venom. Accuracy Storm of Steel seems pretty fun. Pretty happy with Infinite Blades. It's an extra Dead Branch card every turn. I think I'd rather hold on to the regen pot than use it for block here. Oh, I guess I have an Alchemize though, huh? Do we have lethal on Centurion? Probably not. This is only 16 damage, 16 plus 8. Oh wait, this is way more damage than that, because we have accuracy. So this is 8, so it's 32 damage. 32 plus 8 is 40, plus 8, so it is lethal. Calculated Gamble Reflex. We've got Envenom up now. Or Predator. Have to choose. Got like Envenom. Or we could Terror. Actually, Terror is pretty good. Yeah, let's do Terror. Oh, we have a Reflex and a Tactician in hand. This will keep her healing in the future. Wait, is she healing now? Shoot, she is healing now, huh? Because she was going to heal the knight. We don't want lethal now, because we have a regen pot ticking. How committed am I to that 1 HP? I think not enough. I think I'm just going to kill her. Okay. A lot of potions being offered. I played a generated infinite blades. Do I pick one intentionally? I think I do. Extra dead branch cards seems really good. It's not good against Time Lord, it's not good against Awakened One. But it hits hard. Explosive Pot versus Distilled Chaos. I like Distilled Chaos. The deck is pretty expensive, so Distilled Chaos will probably do like 5 energy worth of stuff. Okay. Prayer Wheel. Panic Button says exhaust. Crippling Cloud. Setup is kind of nice for expensive Dead Branch cards. There's a Ghost in a Jar. Card remove is usually good with Pandora's Box. We could have Sundial and Abacus and have neither of them work because we're a Dead Branch deck. What would card remove hit? Card remove would target the 1,000 cuts? Card remove's not very good. It's okay. We can't afford Panic Button Prayer Wheel. Just off. Got 99 gold left after Prayer Wheel. So we could do like Prayer Wheel Crippling Cloud or something. Prayer Wheel is kind of interesting because it's if you're picking Prayer Wheel, you're really good at looking for a specific card, right? But we don't really need a specific card. I'm not even sure what specific card I want. Tools of the Trade is pretty nice. We're likely to generate reflexes and tacticians. Being able to discard those is pretty great. We could do like Panic Button, Crippling Cloud, card remove, Ghost in a Jar. Seems bad. I only have 2 potion slots, and one of them already has a fairy in it, and I have an Alchemize in the deck. Like, shuts off a whole resource stream. Could pick Choke, because we have a bunch of shivs and silly stuff. Yeah. Sure, 1, 2, 3, 4. So Prayer Wheel is sort of the main consideration here. Prayer Wheel gives you a big leg up in your sort of like metagame power advancement. You get basically twice as many resources per fight. And there's sort of a subtle reason why Prayer Wheel is good. Every time you see a non-rare card in a card reward, your chance of seeing a rare card goes up by 1%. So since Prayer Wheel doubles the number of cards that you see, it doubles the rate at which your rare card chance goes up. So it's great if you're looking for a specific rare card. I'm just trying to think of what the rare card is. It's probably like Nightmare, right? Probably want to do Nightmare Wraithform stuff with Dead Branch. But then we can't pick Panic Button, and I want Panic Button. If I'm doing Panic Button, Crippling Cloud, I basically have to do card remove, right? Because I have extra money. But there isn't anything good to card remove. I guess like Envenom or 1,000 Cuts, right? We don't need both. Probably 1,000 Cuts. Alright, I think I like Panic Button, Crippling Card, card remove, 1,000 Cuts. This is not really like a card-powered deck. This is a Dead Branch-powered deck. So picking Prayer Wheel doesn't make a ton of sense. And then we leave. Actually, setup is kind of nice if we really are going to do Nightmare Wraithform stuff. Because then you can Nightmare something that costs 0 until played. Like another Nightmare. And then do combos. I think I like generating the setup from the Dead Branch better than I like buying a setup and putting it in my deck, though. Buy an Abacus just in case. Elite or Fire? What would we do with the Fire? Probably upgrade Wraithform. Other upgrades we could do, Envenom, Crippling Cloud, there's 2 of those. If we do the Fire, we're probably going to these question marks instead of this Fire. Gets a bunch more question marks, and then we do a Mega Elite later. I don't want to go to this shop. That seems like a really bad idea. So maybe we just do 3 Elites. I don't know if we're surviving that. Why didn't I look at the late pathing when I started? I just saw question marks and I was like, okay, I guess I'll do that. I guess I had like 500 money, so I needed to go to a shop. And the rest didn't matter. But I would rather be over here now than where I am. The Fires are very good, though. Upgrading Wraithform and Envenom, Accuracy, Crippling Clouds. There's a ton of stuff we want to upgrade, so maybe we just do a bunch of Fires. So like here, maybe go fight some Elites. Maybe we do the Triple Fire Mega Elite path. Yeah, I think I like that. Okay, first up is Wraithform. That needs a plus. You can also type exclamation mark and the name of the card you're wondering about if you want to see like what the upgrade is. All right. Accuracy, Cloak and Dagger, Storm of Steel seems great. There's an Alchemize too, so I'll go ahead and play the Distilled Chaos. Apparently we've played Wraithform. That's not ideal. I think I like playing... No, I can't. I don't have time to play Blur. I need to play Accuracy, Storm Steel. Okay. Shiv's always getting played. Crippling Cloud for 0 is always getting played. Could have played the Envenom before the Shiv, I suppose. Oh, we're intangible. Duh. I was wondering why he was attacking for 1. Okay, now I'm going to play the Envenom. And get lethal, right? Close enough. Next turn, lethal counts. Oh man, my Sundial's not set up. Oh well. Second deflect. Prepared would give me an out for the discard cards that we're generating. Prepared by itself is not very good. Prepared plus is kind of okay. But like I just said, we've got a bunch of cards we want to get upgraded, so I don't think we have time to mess around with prepared. So none of these. Okay. I was assuming Envenom was the next card to get upgraded. Is that correct? Accuracy's got an upgrade too. Crippling Cloud's got a good one. Yeah, I get Envenom. Okay. Makes it a lot more playable. And if it's going to be in the deck, I would like it to be playable. I feel pretty okay about trying to do 2 elites. Full health. The hallway fights are a little bit worrying. Snake plants and such. But I do not want to go to the shop with 30 gold, so I'm not going to. Pantograph. Okay. Well, that's nice. Let's see. Endless Agony exhausts. So we could see that. Neutralize Heel Hook draws a card. Crippling Cloud exhausts. Alright, let's see the Neutralize Heel Hook card first. Apparently we're playing Dagger Spray. Okay. Fine. Venom Blade Dance seems nuts. Let's do that. And then we can set up Wraith Form for next turn. Seems like a good Wraith Form. I'll risk taking 2 and not playing Deflect first. There's the Generated Nightmare. Alright, I guess we're generating 2 cards at the end of the turn. Alright. Second Alchemize? That seems unnecessary. Having trouble even playing the first one. Choke seems bad. Flying Knee seems unnecessary. Kind of low density card. So we're skipping. Alright. On to the elites. Gremlin Leader. Start with a Crippling Cloud, see what that generates. Can Dead Branch generate upgraded cards? Yes, but only if you have a Master Reality. It won't randomly generate upgraded cards. Master Reality is a silly place. Coconut, what is the deal? Whew. We got a fighter. How you feeling? Alright. Catlove.jpg. Yeah. Okay, I think Dagger Spray. I would like to kill these gremlins. Terror's an option too. Okay. Why are you so loud? What's happening? Seems like a good panic button turn. I guess let's see what Dead Branch wants to generate first. Ooh, fumes. Oh. Weird. I guess we concentrate away the burst so they can play Infinite Blades? I don't know. I wanted to burst something, but didn't have enough hand size. Storm Seal generates more shivs than Blade Dance. Is that true? It's actually not true. They generate the same number of shivs, because this one's happening either way. Oh wait, now Storm Seal generates more. Okay. Wee. So now we could burst something. Burst Escape Plan is card neutral. So that's Terror. See what that generates. Alright. So let Storm of Steel do what it does. Which is find lethal. Okay. Ridiculous. But also perfect. Liquid Memories versus Gambler's Brew. I'll think about that in a second. Is Noxious Fumes good? It seems like a way to scale our damage, but our damage scaling is just Dead Branch and question mark shivs. I don't think any of these are sufficiently helpful. Outmaneuver is kind of interesting. None of them exhaust or anything. They don't do shivs. It's not accuracy. They don't weaken people. They don't block. We skip them. I think Liquid Memories is probably better than Gambler's Brew. Gambler's Brew is useful in an emergency, but so is Liquid Memories. Didn't we already do this fight? We're going to want to do Crippling Cloud, Heal Hook. And then we'll have 2 energy left for probably playing Accuracy and Venom. Or 1 energy left for playing one of those two, not both. But I guess we're playing Backflip instead. To save some life. Sure. We could Liquid Memories and then Alchemize. Probably Liquid Memories the Crippling Cloud. That seems good. Generate a Dead Branch card. Generate a Dead Branch card. Piercing Wail's good. Or we could Storm and Steel and generate a bunch of cards. Or we could Calculated Gamble and look for something. Calculated Gamble is likely to draw a Panic Button. And Blade Dance. That actually seems really good. Let's do that. It did draw both of those. Okay, shouldn't need to block next turn, because we should get lethal next turn. Nope. But I guess we got Abacus block, so that's something. Here's our first generated Wraith form from Dead Branch. And that's lethal. Okay. Well, we took a little bit of damage, but not very much. Piercing Wail is insane in the deck. We badly need block resources. It says Exhaust on it. Piercing Wail is insane even when it's at its worst. Piercing Wail is nuts. Speed Pot versus Weak Pot. Speed Pot is not very good. But we do have a Deflect in the deck. So maybe it's good. Coconut, you're a punk. I think Weak Pot's probably better than Speed Pot here. Let's go to a library. No, never works. Ouch. Maybe this convinces us to not go to another elite fight. I think it probably does. I think we probably do this, go to another question mark, and then rest. Oh wait, we don't need to rest, we have Pantograph. 42 health, is that enough for an elite? It can't be Gremlin Leader, which is probably the easiest one. So it's going to be Book of Stabbing or Slavers, which are both the hard ones. So I don't think we're going to fight them at 42. I think we're going to go to the question mark. Centennial Puzzle's pretty nice. Sure. We heal for 25 after the fight, so we're already at 67. We would only get 4 health by resting. Seems like we should smith. Are you having some trouble today, honey? Yeah. Yeah, it's tough to be a cat. We could make Infinite Blades innate. We can make Alchemize cost less. Upgrade Crippling Cloud to do more poison. Upgrade Piercing Whale seems pretty nice. Let's upgrade Infinite Blades. I think we want that on turn 1 from now on. Although it doesn't block, but we have Ring of the Snake, so if we need to do other stuff, we'll probably find it. Okay, Hyper Beam guy. It's time. Let's play this and this, and should have done this one first to generate a card. Okay. Let's see if we can peel off his artifact charges and then Piercing Whale him. We certainly can. Takes all of our energy, though, and prevents us from playing Blade Dance or Cloak and Dagger, which are both insane. Oh wait, he's already got all of his things off because of Envenom. So we can actually just Piercing Whale and Blade Dance and Cloak and Dagger. Neat. What is he going to take? Either Alchemize or Storm of Steel. So I think if he takes Storm of Steel, we're going to want that back. So I'm going to put some damage on him. Wow. So he's taking 8, then 7. So we need a little bit more damage to get lethal. Okay. Do I want to draw a card? No, I want to have energy to play Accuracy when I draw it. And like Blade Dance. We're good this turn. Alright, he took Alchemize, which is the one we don't care about as much. Alright. Let's do Accuracy, Storm Seal. Let's see, Fumes versus Malaise for 1. Malaise for 1 basically doesn't do anything, so Fumes. I guess Malaise for 1 blocks 2 health right now, because we would use it on him instead of him. But Noxious Fumes might end the fight a turn sooner, so it seems more important than 2 health. I guess I'll exhaust this for a card in case it costs 0. Okay. We have Storm of Steel, so we're going to use that. What is he going to steal? Wraith Form or Die to Die. Be nice to have a Wraith Form on tap. Let's go ahead and use the weak pot so that we can use the Alchemize. Alright, and then I think it's time for Storm. Hopefully we find some block here. Maybe. Nope. So now he's definitely taking Wraith form. Which is actually kind of good for us. So he's taking 7, then 8. So he's taking 15. We need to do 17 more damage to kill him. So we actually don't want to do any more damage because we want the Wraith form specifically on the Hyper Beam turn. Or now? No, not now. None of these cards block at all. So we could concentrate to get 2 energy, but then we don't have anything to do with it. I guess distraction usually blocks. Panic button, that'll do it. Okay. I guess I'll play distraction anyway. Backflip. Maybe we don't need panic button. We do. Okay. Wraith form, as predicted, has been stolen from us. Footwork has a weird relationship with the no-block effect. So if we played Footwork, then any cards currently in our hand would block for 2. For reasons that I do not understand. I do not want to understand. It's a bug. And yet, we could use it to make escape play and block. And I want the health, so I guess I'll do it. Oh, it didn't work. Maybe they patched it? If they patched it, that's great. I love it. Alright, so now we need to kill him so that we can Wraith form. Thank God we got a attack for 0, because we didn't have any extra energy. Got super lucky there, and survived making kind of a stupid mistake. So that's nice. I knew he had Wraith form, so I had ample opportunities to set myself up for it, and I failed to do so. But as they say, never punished. Okay. Burst seems good. Second Alchemize seems unnecessary. This is the third Alchemize we've been offered, too. Could be generating 3 potions per fight. Doppelganger is probably not good, but not bad either. Especially if we want to draw a bunch of cards and do Sundial Abacus stuff. But I think Burst is the obvious pick. And so it's going to be Burst. Alright. Kite. Use extra energy. We are still a 3 energy deck, which is uncomfortable. Ring of the Snake, Pandora's Box being our boss relic candidates. This is our only energy relic being offered. We don't have much discard. Storm of Steel, Survivor, and that's it. I guess Dagger Throw. We generate a lot, so we should be able to proc it enough. But it will be a bit tricky. Tiny House is not an option. Astrolabe doesn't seem very good. What would be the targets? Oh, wow. Sorry, Jizza. So Tiny House is not very good. The random upgrade doesn't have very many good targets. We got a lot of upgrades already. Best target's Burst. The potion is not useful because we already have our potion slots full. It's just not very impactful. Not as good as Astrolabe, I wouldn't think. Astrolabe probably targets... gosh. Like Dagger Throw... Wow, I don't even want to get rid of cards. Dagger Throw and like Endless Agony? Yeah, no, Astrolabe isn't good. Okay. So I guess we're picking Kite. And trying to make that work. Donu Deka is our first. Donu Deka is probably the easiest one for this deck, so that's nice. We have to fight a Mega Elite, so we don't have any choice about our starting node. It has to be this one. So I'll click it. Alright. Develop Infinite Blades, seems good. Weaken this guy, see what we can get. Piercing Whale is going to block out and generate a card, so let's see what that is. Distraction. Alright, I'll play Distraction, sure. Corpse Explosion, that's a good card. I'll put it on this one. On this one. They generate armor, so... Well, I guess the armor wears off at the beginning of their turn. Maybe I should just put it on him. Yeah, I'll just put it on him. He's the lowest health currently. Okay. This doesn't seem like a good situation. Seems like we want to either kill him or set him up to die to poison. Let's see, how do we do that? He's at 36 essentially. Max damage is probably Envenom, Cloak and Dagger, all the attacks. So this would do 5, this would do 10, 15, this does another 10, so 25. Doesn't seem like it's quite as much as 36. Maybe we get a damage potion. I guess Cloak and Dagger and Endless Agony means we're exhausting 5 cards, so we have a lot of time to find it. Alright, well let's find it then. That should do it. Okay, so he's dying at the end of the turn, so we just have to do 1 damage to him to win the fight. Which we can do, and complete a surprise side quest of playing Alchemize. And we did get a damage potion. Okay. Dagger Throw is free, kinda. I don't think we're taking any of these. They don't say exhaust. They don't give us energy, they don't block. Those are kind of the things we need. Last easy pool fight of the game. Gotta love to see Terror. And I don't think I'm skipping Infinite Blades. So I'll play that. Definitely not panic buttoning for 1. Shiv generates a card. These generate cards. There's a Wraith form generated. Nothing really good to burst. It would be just like burst Crippling Cloud, I guess. I guess burst Deflect is kind of okay. Storm of Steel gives us a bunch of generated cards with 4 energy. We could do Accuracy Storm of Steel to do a bunch of work on his health. Accuracy Storm of Steel might be lethal. We will never know. Till we commit. And if we commit, we can't play Wraith Form. And if we can't play Wraith Form, we might take damage. So I think we're going to take the chicken out approach and play the Wraith Form. The fight is probably over before he hurts us, so... And Venom seems good. Cloak and Dagger, more Shiv stuff. Okay. Let's see if the fight's over before he hurts us. Yep. Alright, cool. Acrobatics seems pretty good. We've got a kite. We need more discard things. It gets us bigger hand sizes so that we can do better Storm of Steel. This helps us find Storm of Steel. Helps us find Wraith Form. Yeah, Dead Branch Shiv is definitely a thing. People get very excited about Dead Branch Corruption for Ironclad. But Dead Branch Shiv is every bit as good. Sure. Alright. This is the earliest possible transient, and we are not ready. Crippling Cloud Heal draws a card and generates a card. Dagger Throw is free. So we could Explosive Pot, which blocks out, and then Alchemize for a new potion. Or we could play Infinite Blades to generate Shiv stuff next turn, or we could play Accuracy, so the Shivs we find next turn do more damage. I think I like Accuracy. Oh, the poison blocked. I didn't realize that. Cloak and Dagger is amazing. Acrobatics is free-ish. Blade Dance Storm Steel seems great, even though we lose a Shiv into the deck. I guess if there was something to develop instead of Storm of Steel, I could do that. Yeah, actually Deadly Poison is better than Storm of Steel here, right? Because the damage doesn't matter. We've already blocked out this turn. We just want Poison to help us block out in the future. Sucker Punch could extend the week. That's almost as good. I think 5 extra damage per turn is better, though. Burst Crippling Cloud. Develop 8 poison, so he'd be up to 15. Then he'd hit us for 30 and we'd be sad. Backflip draws exactly these two, which seem like a good pair to draw. Could burst Backflip. And draw 2 mystery cards. But I think I like Backflip, Terror, and Venom in this agony. Should have played the Terror first because it's a generated card. Oh my god, Grand Finale got generated and works. Thank you, Dead Branch. Dead Branch just saved us 30 health by being charitable. I'll never complain about Dead Branch again. Wraith Form makes us win the fight, so let's play that. Fight over. Good job. Congratulations to everyone involved. I guess I'll upgrade this potion. Or downgrade, as the case may be. I'll Blade Dance to look for a source of block that isn't Panic Button. Just try and save 1 health. And apparently fail. So Panic Button it is. Oh wait, we actually did enough damage to prevent him from attacking this turn. Even without the intangible. Sweet. Alright, so no Panic Button. We can see if we can save that last 1 health, and we did. Okay. Actually, not far off from killing him. Well, pretty far off, but not, like, ridiculously far off. We did do, like, 200 damage. I would say we passed the test. This deck can kill the heart. It's possible. Nope. Caltrops, I think, is the most pickable here. But it doesn't exhaust, doesn't draw cards, doesn't generate energy. Flying Knee is kind of cute because it's free. Are we dropping frames? I do see we're up to 744. We were at 50 for a long time. Does look like we're dropping some currently. Alright, my wife is uploading something for work. Womp womp. Attack Pot seems way worse than Fire Pot. I guess Attack Pot can generate attacks that exhaust, which makes Dead Branch resources. It's unlikely to do 20 damage, though. Which is what Fire Pot is guaranteed to do. Okay. Spire Growth. Non-stop fights. 4 in a row. Let's Terror first, see what that's going to do. Dagger throws free. Don't need Wraith Form this turn. Let's see if Endless Agonies generate a source of weak. Oh, Venom. No. I'd rather play Infinite Blades. We've never done a Nightmare Loop with this deck. That's probably coming. At some point. I guess maybe it's not coming, because we don't have 4 energy, so it's hard to pull off. Burst Backflip seems like a good way to start the turn. I don't see how we're blocking for 30 without Panic Button, though. Maybe this is just accuracy Panic Button? Doesn't seem like the best Panic Button I've ever played. Not sure how we're blocking next turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, the Nightmare Loop I'm talking about is if you play Nightmare on a Nightmare, then you have 3 copies of Nightmare in your hand. And if you can, like, set up on a Nightmare, then you have to have 3 0-cost Nightmares in your hand, and then you can do all sorts of silly stuff. Usually targeting, like, Wraith Form and Alchemize to generate infinite potions and never take damage. Okay. I think it's accuracy Panic Button just because I don't see a better option. And Venom seems extremely good this turn. I'm going to Acrobatics before I Blade Dance because otherwise my hand is going to get full. Ooh, reflex. We can set up a Wraith form and then draw it with reflex. But we don't have any way to discard reflex other than the Storm of Steel. So we can't do it this turn. So currently we're taking 24 damage. The alternative to setting up Wraith form is Storm of Stealing and Hoping. Not an unreasonable hope. Could work. If we set up a Wraith form, we're pretty likely to draw it with a Nightmare next turn, so we can, like, get 3 0-cost Nightmares. And that should prevent us from taking any further damage in the fight. In fact, we're almost guaranteed, because he'll be proccing our Centennial Puzzle as well. Actually, no, Constricted will proc the Centennial Puzzle at the end of the turn, so we won't get to keep the cards, unfortunately. Other things we could do. When we Storm of Steel, Reflex could draw Deflect. Yeah, it's a Dead Branch deck. We gotta give Dead Branch a chance. Oh, we just have lethal. We don't need to take damage. Another acrobatics. This one says plus on it. I mean, the last one was good. I think this one's good too. But no more. Alright, we have to go this way to get the green key. Tesseract. A lot of colorless cards cost 0 and exhaust, which is a really good pattern for this deck. So I think we're all in here. Some of them are powers. Panache is pretty good. Alright, let's see them. There's Panache. Blind and Good Instincts. Panacea's quite nice. What does Secret Weapon do in the deck? Hey, Dwindling Storm. Is that a Nyan Cat shirt? It is. This is a shirt from the first video game studio I worked at, Lolaps. And he's got a little bacon cape. Sorry, so what does Secret Weapon do in the deck? It draws Dagger Throw? Not a lot of attacks in the deck. Impatience is never going to work. Forethought's kind of like a better setup. And I kind of like having a better setup. Enlightenment is even better than that, though, right? Or is it? But Enlightenment doesn't allow us to do Nightmare stuff, whereas Forethought does. I guess Enlightenment kind of lets us do Nightmare stuff. Because we would enlighten the Nightmares down to 1, then we'd play Nightmare on a 1-cost Nightmare, and then we'd play the other Nightmare on Wraith form, and then we'd play Wraith form. Yeah, I guess that works. Yeah, Enlightenment lets you do the whole loop. So that's probably better than Forethought. Because you'd have to draw Forethought 2 times. And that's extremely impractical. The Dead Branch deck. Shuffling is hard. Okay, so I think I'm going to take Enlightenment there. Maybe Panacea here. I guess Panacea is just, like, strictly good with Dead Branch. And, like, hopefully we draw it on turn 1 against the Heart. And if we don't, we're not crying. I'm not sure about Panache. It might be Blind there. So, like, Blind, Panacea, Enlightenment. Pretty rare that you take all 3 offered. Maybe Blind isn't strong enough. I think Panacea is definitely strong enough because it says Exhaust. I think Enlightenment's definitely strong enough because Nightmare loops. Also, we're just a 3 energy deck, so it's hard to say no to Enlightenment. Panache just doesn't scale well enough for Act 4. So I think it's blind or nothing here. But I think it is blind. Okay. Looks like an upgrade, probably. Maybe it's recall, actually. Recall here, rest there. Maybe rest there, the last one too. Best Smith is Burst. It's hard to play Burst and 2 other skills with only 3 energy. Maybe Terror is the best upgrade. I think if we're considering Terror upgrade, we probably should be recalling. Okay. Giant Head. Let's get the Infinite Blades developed. And play Piercing Wail. Piercing Wail blocks this turn, generates a card, makes a slow proc, and is terrible in the fight. Footwork's good. And then in ascending order of damage, neutralize, then Endless Agony, and Endless Agony. Okay. Alright. Deflect gets a slow proc. We could Acrobatics to look for either Envenom or whatchamacallit, Accuracy. To make the Cloak and Dagger better. We found Accuracy. We could Enlightenment to make the Crippling Cloud cheaper. It's pretty nice. I don't really need Flying Knee. Just try to play all the cards I can before I start doing damage to optimize for slow. Oh, there's a Terror. And calculate gamble to see if we get a 0-cost thing. Is that right? No, actually. We want to draw Blade Dance and Storm Seal next turn. I don't want to draw them now. Bit of a slow start here. This should be a bonkers turn. Backflip could get Envenom. 3, 6, 9 cards. Yeah, okay. Nope. I guess I'm glad I didn't draw Envenom because I didn't have enough energy for it anyway. I guess I'll draw 1 card with this. 1 in 3 chance of hitting Envenom. Nope. This also has a 1 in 3 chance of hitting Envenom. That one did. And then Storm. Ooh, if we can get a discard, we can play Tactician. Or play Blade Dance after Tactician. Nope, no luck. Darn, we got up to 20 slow procs, but then we can't play any more cards. Let's Acro first. And then I guess Storm of Steel? Hand's pretty much full, so there's no point in playing Blade Dance first. Yeah, alright. Pretty good deck against Giant Head. Plays a lot of cards. Strike damage is totally useless, but that's okay. Wow, they're throwing Acrobatics at me now. Every single card ward has an acrobatics. I don't really want another one, though. I said 2 is my limit. Am I sticking to it? Yeah, I think so. It is really good in the deck, though. Noxious Fumes here, too. I don't think we're ever picking Noxious Fumes in this situation. I mean, I want to play Storm of Steel every turn, so I guess I don't mind having an extra acro. If it's going to be upgraded. Weak Pot's definitely better than Fire Pot. Alright. How are we dealing with Spiker? Probably Poison will generate a Noxious Fumes or something. Crippling Cloud. Okay. We can Enlightenment. We need to upgrade Enlightenment. Because when it's upgraded, it's this combat. So we'd be able to permanently decost Wraith Form right now. Which would be nuts. Maybe we upgraded at this fire. Maybe we're supposed to Enlightenment Wraith Form right now and then start punching Spiker. I think I like that. Let's do that. I was going to play Infinite Blades, but I'm not going to pass up a dagger through him. Burst Crippling Cloud's pretty nice. We do take 3 if we do that. I guess we Acrobatics first, because it's free. And we found the Deflect. But we also found the Storm Steel. I guess Endless Agony couldn't hurt, because it generates cards. Fine. Okay. We don't need Panic Button this turn, that's for sure. I guess we had the Panacea Panic Button super combo there. Putting Poison on Spheric Guardian tends to be pretty good. Okay. Alright. Just the Spheric Guardian left. Let's see what Storm of Steel can do. Darn. Wish I could have played the dash. Probably have lethal here. Maybe not. Burst backflip just blocks for 2. I guess we get to play all the cards now. We could burst alchemize. But why? I guess Doppelganger exhausts, and then we can do nothing with that. Maybe we generate a 0-cost thing? No. Alright. Well, that's the hardest we've been hit in a fight in quite a while. We didn't get hit that hard by the Mega Elite. Is Deflect Plus good? We took a Deflect earlier. The deck has quite a bit of card draw now, especially for a 3 energy deck. 3 copies of Acro Plus. Kind of think it is good. It's not very card efficient, so it's bad against Time Lord. It's also the 30th card in the deck, which is a suspiciously high number. But it blocks for 7 and costs 0, so I don't think we have too much room to not pick this. I think Skill Pot's better than Swift Pot here. This needs to be our Sapphire key. Unless Tiny Chest is going to proc, which it isn't. Alright, this is the rest. And then hopefully we can still afford an upgrade at the end. Do I spend the money or save it for Act 4? I think save for Act 4 is probably right. Well, this potion's quite bad, so I'll take 3. Tropic Brew. Okay. That's true. We should be able to get an upgrade. I'm gonna go ahead and just drink the Entropic Brew because I have Alchemize in hand and I want to use it. Sure. These are all decent. 1,000 cuts does more damage than Fumes, right? Sure. I guess I'll Crippling Cloud over Infinite Blades? No, I want to play Infinite Blades, especially with the 1,000 cuts up. Okay. Let's Acrobatics and look for Enlightenment. Probably playing Wraith Form this turn. Actually, he's only attacking for 3. It's going to be hard to redraw Wraith Form, though. But I want to play Accuracy, so I will. We do have another shot to find it. We didn't. We could just generate another Wraith Form. Why not? Okay. Could burst Blade Dance. But it would just overdraw us by more. Man, that burst has been completely ineffective. Burst Adrenaline's kind of cute. Go up to 2 energy. But why? I guess it gets the burst out of the hand, is the reason. If we Storm Steel, generate a bunch of cards, and then Enlightenment, we're in pretty good shape. Reflex can draw it. Or miss. Oh wow, now we're guaranteed to get it, right? Oh crap. Missed the footwork. Generated Grand Finale goes off again. I kind of just want a Doppelganger for 3 here. We're not getting lethal, right? Yeah, Doppelganger for 3 basically guarantees lethal next turn. And I don't want any of these cards, so I'll prepared. Oh. Right. Sundial. Sure. Okay. Cultist Potion is way better than Snecko Oil. A Reflex, you say? Well, we have, what? 4 copies of Acrobatics at this point? Storm Steel. Seems great. Get a full hand. Do some shiv stuff. I like it. Seems like we're not doing any damage this turn. I'm gonna go ahead and just drink the Cult Pot. This could be a pretty dangerous fight. I kind of want to save Cult Pot for Time Lord, though. Yeah, I think I'm fine. Just like this. I don't know. I don't really want to be holding on to potions because of the Alchemize. Now, I would hate to disrespect this fight and then die. Doesn't seem like we're dying, but we could. I'll skip it. Alright, let's do a little bit of damage. See what it changes to. This hits armor, which is perfect. I need something a little better than that, so let's backflip. Crippling Cloud seems pretty useful. Dagger Throw's free. I think we're not done changing his mind. Oh, leg sweep. Okay, well, great. I guess we are done changing his mind. Okay. Let's develop the Envenom. Acrobatics and Tactician are here. Alright. Okay. Well, we have Stormsteel Enlightenment. We could Enlightenment and play Crippling Cloud first, which is nice. Yeah, okay. And Cloak and Dagger before we storm. We drew another Reflex, okay. Maybe we'll find a way to discard it. This is the last time we can change his mind. If he chooses to curse, we can't stop him. Oh wait, that's not true. Okay. He is cursing. Of course he is. This is our last way to change his mind, right? Well, unless we generate another backstab, I guess. Alright, great. Happy to stop there. Alright. Terror seems good. Wow, afterimage. That's the first time we've generated an afterimage. Afterimage is so good in this deck. A little bit more block. I guess just Piercing Wail does it. I think we'll stay in there. Need to draw some cards. Dagger Throw Tactician. That's nice. We don't really have any choice but to generate cards here to block. We need to generate more cards so that we don't... So we're able to change him. I guess this switches him. Alright, that'll have to be good enough. Can we get lethal this turn? Seems unlikely. Oh, we got Wraith Form. Okay, great. We're not going to need Panic Button because we have Wraith Form. As much as I want to play Enlightenment Choke, or as much as I want to play Choke Enlightenment, I think we have to play Enlightenment Choke. Okay. And that ought to do it. Great. Still within the Pantograph range, as long as we don't take any more damage. Piercing Wail Plus is amazing. That's a pretty obvious pickup there, I think. But we needed to perfect this fight, basically. Which should be possible. Survivor Reflex is busted. Oh, gosh. Okay. Accuracy, Infinite Blade, Storm? We are too short at blocking out. So we could play, like, Accuracy, Infinite Blades, Cloak and Dagger. Let's start with Accuracy, Cloak and Dagger, and see if any of the new cards are worth playing. Noxious Fumes is actually how we win the fight, right? So let's play that over Infinite Blades. Okay. Wraith Form seems good. He should be dead before he hurts us. Wraith Form is so good in shapes. It's like weirdly good in specifically the shapes fight. Doesn't seem like it would be, but it is. We don't need Alchemize because our potion slots are blocked. I guess I'll develop some Vulnerable, why not? We take 1 damage. No. Let's get that out of hand to make some room for the generated cards. I'm gonna set up Burst and then draw it, just for the joy of it. Alright. Oh, he's dead. Okay. I guess terror on you? We're intangible, so I guess I can keep punching. But now we are not intangible anymore, so we'll just have to wait for him to die. Luckily he's almost dead, so there you go. Alright, well we did get a perfect shapes fight, so that's nice. An extra Cloak and Dagger plus and a Calculated Gamble are being offered. Both seem extremely good. I think Calculated Gamble's super good. We've got a Reflex, a lot of card draw. We're a 3 energy deck. We have a Hovering Kite. Need I go on? Calculated Gamble. Alright, so we get an upgrade here for free because we have Pantograph. So what's it going to be? Reflex doesn't really seem like it needs it. We talked about doing Enlightenment. Enlightenment would be a pretty big deal. What else do we got? Terror. That doesn't seem necessary. Yeah, I think Enlightenment's the biggest one. Blind is kind of nice. We're about to go into Donideka, so AoE debuffs. Also helps in these Spire Elites. We've got 2 copies of Crippling Cloud, so we should be okay. Alright. There's that. So, do we Cultist Spot in Donideka or try to save it? It looks like we got a pretty strong start here. Let's see what we're generating before we decide. Oh, should have restart the fight. Should have played in Venom before Endless Agony. I don't think I was ever not doing that. Okay. Peeling off those artifact charges early. I kind of want to play Footwork. I want Acrobatics Reflex to draw me the Enlightenment, so I can Enlighten on the Nightmare. And ideally the Wraith form, so I can just Nightmare the Wraith form right now. So I need a lot of room in hand to make that work. And Footwork Deflect clears that a bit. Also blocks. Okay. We got the Wraith form. But no, what's it called? Enlightenment. Survivor is not free, but it does help us block. Could play Infinite Blades instead. Currently taking 6 damage, which is not terrible because it draws some cards. Storm of Steel is the damage approach. I think Storm of Steel is better than both Infinite Blades and Survivor, right? We need to get a jump on the game. Ooh, Adrenaline. I've heard Corpse Explosion is pretty good in Donideka. These sneaky strikes are free. So now I could, like, Dagger Throw and Neutralize to block, or I could Corpse Explosion. Wait, how does Neutralize work with Envenom? I think it would deal 1 poison and not weaken him. Yeah, I think we're just going for the win here. Let's find out, I guess. Yeah. Oh, it weakens him. Oh, wow. Okay. Today I learned. How does that work? I guess the Neutralize deals the damage before it applies the weak, and as a result of dealing damage, like, during this period, it applies the poison from Envenom. That's a big surprise. That's a today I learned. Alright, cool. Well, that works out for me. And didn't even need it. Let's start with Acrobatics. There's the Enlightenment. It looks like we're not playing Cultist Bot in this fight, so we're gonna not need that. Let's generate a bunch of cards and then reduce their cost to 0. Enlightenment reducing the cost of bullet time to 0 is pretty pog. Alright, if you twist my arm, I'll do it. I'm gonna play the shivs before the accuracy, because I want to play the generated cards with bullet time. Darn. We blocked the cannot draw with the Panacea, so we can use Calculated Gamble to draw. We're currently taking a bunch of damage that I don't want to take. I will develop an Infinite Blades, though. Alright, no energy. Alright, Wraith Form seems good. Let's see if we can draw the Enlightenment first. Okay. Should have played the Shiv first, because it could have generated a card that drew a card, and that card could have been Enlightenment. It actually almost happened. Wow, if it had drawn a card, we would have drawn Heel Hook, and that would have drawn Enlightenment. Oh, he's not weak. Let's see if we can make him weak. Nope. You did not expect Puzzle and Abacus to work that way. Yeah, I actually did. Yeah, it's if you, for example, if you have like Static Discharge, and you're playing Defect and you have a bunch of Frost Orbs, obviously you're playing Defect if you have Static Discharge, but if you have a bunch of Frost Orbs, like you'll block the Heart's multi-attack, because like when he hits you, he'll generate Lightning Orbs, and those will proc Frost Orbs, and those Frost Orbs will block the next attack. So yeah, so when he hit us, we drew cards, blocked. You know, didn't actually matter, because we, probably, if we had 6 less health, we would still be at full health the next fight, but... Sorry, I can't sound like kind of a dick when I'm like, actually, I did expect it to work that way. I knew how the game worked, moribund. I apologize for that. Okay. That adds a bunch of poison. I guess it's innate blades, infinite blades versus corpse explosion. I'll always play this, because why not? Says 6 damage per turn for the next 3 turns, maybe 2 turns. And this does just 8 damage next turn. It generates a card. I think I like 8 damage next turn, generating a card. Okay. Burst Catalyst. I think that's the end of the fight, right? Okay. Next boss. It is Time Eater. He's gonna give us some trouble. Time Eater killed my last good run too. He's such a jerk. Let's just calculate a gamble and find a good way to block this. We've generated Corpse Explosion again. The game was like, oh, that was helpful. Here's another one. That's true. We're definitely going to drink Cultist Spot. Hey, Glade Pixie. Alright, so let's drink that now so we can alchemize. Useless. I'm going to drink the Forge Pot now to upgrade Terror to generate a card for free. This is likely to block, right? Is bullet time. Oh, the heart. Or the Time Lord. Alright, he's going to take our fairy. There's nothing we can do about that. But we can do a bunch of poison. Leave ourselves 4 for next turn. Now it's 3. Might as well just play 3 attacks, right? Maybe Acrobatics Reflex to try and draw a block card? Blind. Crippling Cloud. There's some good outcomes. Okay. So, yeah, we drew both Blind and Crippling Cloud. Maybe like Envenom Blind. Sure. We blocked the no draw with the whatchamacallit. The thing that we do. Panacea. Piercing Wail is made for this turn. Masterful Stab costs 0 and does 13 damage. I think we're probably playing that. So it's like Masterful Stab, Blade Dance, Stormsteel. Blade Dance is so bad against Time Eater. It's ridiculous. If we Storm of Steel, we'll be able to play 4 cards. No, we'd be at 8. Yeah, 4 cards. That leaves us with a lot of shivs. The alternative is... nothing? I guess we could, like, burst deflect next turn. So we could, like, accuracy burst deflect. It's not terrible. Alright. I'll just dodge and roll then. Maybe we can, like, generate a catalyst and kill him that way. How about accuracy, panic button, burst deadly? No, burst deadly is 3 cards. So we could panic button burst deadly. Skipping an accuracy for a shiv deck. Hard to get more damage efficient than burst deadly poison, though. $10 damage per turn. Okay. Dagger Spray generates 2 poison. Is Masterful Stab use worth it? I don't know. Kind of just want to leave myself with 11 cards for next turn. Let's see, he's taking 30, then 29, then 28. We've kind of like set him up as much as we're going to. We need to do 109 damage to split him. Which is like 3 turns and a little bit of chip. We're going to want to play other cards to get the chip damage, so I'm not going to play Masterful Stab. Yikes. Alright. What happens when he splits? He spends the turn healing himself. And he says, foolish. Well, this turn's gonna hurt. I guess Storm of Steel draws 3 cards, because reflex. Maybe we draw Piercing Wail. We have 3, 6, 7 cards in hand, or 8 cards in hand, so we only draw 2. Looks like we're trying to split him this turn. So he's at 284, takes 33, goes to 251. So we need to do 11 damage. Dagger Spray does that, Unload does that. 1000 Cuts Shiv does not do that. Double Shiv does that. 1000 Cuts Shiv doesn't do it, right? Gives us 1 poison, 1 damage from that, and 6 natural damage, so it's 8. Yeah, needs to be 11. Alright, I guess it's Slime Unload then. Oof. Alright, there's the fairy. So now he's healing. So we don't want to play anything unless it is going to help us later. We have Enlightenment, though, so we could try and Enlightenment the Wraith form. But I want to just play Wraith Form next time I see it, not now. So I think we just chill. And I believe that's probably going to be the end of our Slay the Spire adventure. We survived this turn. Oh wait, no we don't. Oh my god, we generated a Wraith for him! Oh my god. Why is this a 3 energy deck? That's so frustrating. Dying with a Wraith form in hand. Oh man, Slay the Spire. Yeah, we've had a tough run against Time Eater. Usually Time Eater's not a big problem for Silent, because usually Silent, at least classically, hasn't been playing shivs. The recent buffs made shivs quite a bit better. It's tough. It's tough to run a Dead Branch deck against him too, because you want to play a bunch of cards to generate a bunch of cards, and he just punishes you for having low density. Time Eater. Yeah, this was, this is exactly the kind of deck that Time Eater eats, right? We're playing Endless Agony and shivs and trying to do all kinds of shenanigans. And no luck against Time Eater. What did we need? We needed a Catalyst or something. Or just more block. Like, if the deck had more natural block, then we wouldn't have needed to draw so much. Tough Bandages would have worked. Any of the, like, really powerful block relics, like Fossilized Helix or Incense Burner would have worked. Even if we just, like, hadn't taken Dead Branch and we just, like, did Abacus Sundial, like, maybe we could have made that work. Thanks, Stixu. Happy New Year to you as well. It's tough, because, like, the things that are good against, like, most challenges in Slay the Spire are not good against Time Lord. Time Lord is, like, uniquely positioned to punish greedy decks, right? This was a greedy deck. We did eat our own Panacea. We could have used that Panacea to block Vulnerable, which might have saved us. But I didn't see a good alternative to it at the time. We were never offered a Catalyst, so I don't feel too bad about not being able to line up Burst and Catalyst. We were only offered one Wraith form, never offered a Nightmare, which is what the deck really wanted to do. Could have used more Piercing Whales, but honestly just needed, like, a couple of leg sweeps, and, like, a 4th energy. Just being, like, a normal deck would have beaten Time Lord. Maybe we were offered Noxious Fumes. If we were trying to slow down, Noxious Fumes is very slow. Maybe that could have worked.